It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He gets it to Johnston. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Moment to strike.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hey, Catholic. Hey, ram. Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 19-yard line.
43 rail. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ty Summers leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball through, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Play action. It's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and 6.
Whoa. 5 9. Go. Baylor Tigers. 21. Set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And Johnston sent in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Go. 59.
Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Ready.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Falcons at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Okay, right?
Here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Ritter going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
52 blaster.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready,
and they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
On the ball. Ready.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
And London motioning left.
Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal.
To the air again, it's Ritter.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for... excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Baylor Tigers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second down, Darnold. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson with another carry. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Darnold now to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, it's Darnold. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Robinson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. In motion goes the tight end. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Herbert going to change the play here.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room here to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Run! Only good drive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man, it's London.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert off of play action. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Los Angeles.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on 1st down. Muscles him off. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw here to his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A play fake, and it's Darnold.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync.
thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Jones now in motion left. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing again is Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. 1st down.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Brought down at the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 7 from the 20. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Yo, 80. Yo, 80. Yo, 80. Yo, 80.
Now it's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Younghoe Koo, who of course used to kick for the Chargers, on for the field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
154 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Third and 4.
Hey, OP.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Go.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Quentin Johnston, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 41 yards.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
170 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game,
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is 2nd and 8.
They were tight.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
5-9, 59.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 4-yard line.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing